Hello, it's Susan and I'm here with another book review for you. Today I want to talk about a romance novel. Let's talk about the new Christina Lauren book, In a Holidaze. I know I've done some reviews before on Christina Lauren's books, but just to remind you, it is a duo who writes together, and I really enjoy their books. They're always like super fun, lighthearted, and just reading them makes me happy. So for this one, it was a good thing I didn't read the description of the book beforehand because it's a little play on the Groundhog Day theme. Well, one thing you should know about me is I can't stand that trope. If I start watching a movie or read a book, I'm like, oh, it's like where the day happens over and over again. And for some reason, it just like really irritates me. So if I had known that this book was that theme, I probably would not have started reading it. But by the time I realized it was, I was already into it. And I actually ended up really enjoying it, even though that trope is like, but this one isn't too bad where it doesn't go on again and again and again. So it made it a little more palatable. So this book is about Maylin Jones, and May and her family go every Christmas to a cabin that her parents' friends from college own. They always get together every year and they spend Christmas together. They're really close. They're really like a family because they don't spend any time at Christmas with their actual family, but with these friends. They always have these traditions. They do the same things every year. It's this real constant in her life, and she really loves being with this second family. Well, one of the families has two sons, and one of the sons she has had a crush on almost her whole life. She's like crazy about him, but he just won't give her the time of day. He always has, girls to hang out with. He's very popular, and it kind of makes her sad. She's an adult now, so she's not a teenager anymore, but she still finds herself really attracted to this one brother. So they're at the cabin for this particular weekend, and in a moment of weakness, she ends up kissing the other brother. She regrets it right away, thinks it's a terrible mistake, and she's just beating herself up for it. It's like she likes the other brother. She can't believe she's done that. She feels like she's just made a huge mistake, and the other brother would never forgive her if he found out. And she feels like there's just no chance for them anymore. And then, all of a sudden, the people who own the cabin announced that this is the last year they're going to come here. They're going to have to sell the cabin because it's too expensive to keep up. May is just devastated. She looks forward to Christmas every year. She loves their traditions, and she just feels like her life is falling apart because she's gonna miss coming to the cabin so much. But what can she do? Her parents don't own the cabin. So as they're driving back to the airport to leave, and she's realizing this is the last time we're ever gonna come to the cabin, suddenly she looks up and she sees a car hurtling towards them, and there's a big crash. May wakes up and thinks she's at the side of the road after a horrible car crash, but she is suddenly on an airplane, and she realizes she is on her way to the cabin. All of that hasn't happened yet. She's back in time, and she's like, what is going on? So this is what the book is about. It kind of goes back and forth where it happens a couple of times where she ends up back on the plane. I don't want to say how many times because I don't want to ruin it, but it's really funny. I really enjoyed learning about May and seeing her change, seeing her freaking out about it at first and then finally realizing, well, what can I do about it? It's just really funny. I laughed through the whole thing. So this would be a great book to read around the holiday season. So maybe wait till next month to pick it up and check it out because it's a great cozy holiday read. And while I was reading it, I was thinking, man, May, I see why you like this cabin so much. It sounds so wonderful. All their Christmas traditions, they seem to have a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed all of the interplay between them and the different families and learning about everybody's different personalities. It was a fun book. So it's In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. It will be on our shelf here at the Carnegie. So come on in and get it and enjoy this great holiday read. I hope you enjoyed this book review, and we'll come to you again soon with more book reviews. Thanks for joining us today.